Can you teach me how to be like a native speaker? Well, my friend, you're in the right place. We can start with sentence stress. So we're going to look at an introduction to sentence stress today, just to give you guys a taster of what sentence stress is. So let's talk firstly about stress time languages and syllable time languages. So these two can be compared. A stress time language is a language where the stressed syllables are said at approximately regular intervals and unstressed syllables shorten to fit this rhythm. Stress time languages can be compared with syllable timed ones where each syllable takes roughly the same amount of time. Okay, let me give you some examples. So a syllable timed language where each syllable takes roughly, that's approximately the same amount of time. For example, Spanish, you give each syllable the same amount of time, more or less. Let me think, Italian, you do this as well. You give each syllable the same amount of time. A stress-timed language would be one like English, okay? Another example is German. So basically you have your stressed syllables, and in between those stressed syllables, all the unstressed syllables, they're said very quickly and they're normally weak, okay? So that they can be condensed and said quicker and weaker in between those stressed syllables. So for example, in a syllable timed language, we can see that, perfect. In a syllable timed language like Spanish, the sentence here would take less time than this sentence here because you're giving each syllable, so in this case it's pretty much each word because each word is one syllable, okay? It would take longer to say this sentence because you're giving each syllable the same amount of time, more or less. This sentence would take less time, okay? In English, it doesn't work that way. This sentence and this sentence, even though this one is longer, take approximately the same amount of time. How does this happen? Well, the words in between are said quicker and they're weakened. Let me give you an example. So we have our rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our rhythm. Here, now I don't say 1 and 2 and, because then I'm stressing and is not stressed. I'm going to go through the rules of which words are typically unstressed and which ones are typically stressed in a moment. But here and is not a stressed word. It is weak. So I don't say 1 and, it becomes 1 and 2. Notice how and is no longer and. It's not strong. It becomes n. Okay? I say it almost like n. Okay? 1 and 2 n. Alright? So have a go. Practice with me. We'll start with the first one and then we'll practice the second one together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. Let's practice this one. Works exactly the same way. So I don't say 1 and 2, not and too strong. We need to weaken it. Ana. So it becomes like ana. Okay, or ana. Something like this. It's with another schwa. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. At a normal pace, it would sound like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. All right, let's have another go. Together, I'll do it slowly first. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Bit faster, more natural. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Then the last one. And then a. No. We know it's not going to be one and then a two. No. One and then a, so it's with a schwa again. And then, and then a, one and then a, one and then a, two and then a, okay? Let's have a practice. I'll do it slowly, then you can repeat, and then I'll do it normal speed. Ready? One and then a two and then a three and then a four. Normal speed. One and then a two and then a three and then a four. Okay, so that's that. That's a little introduction. How are we doing? Any questions so far? None so far. People still saying hello. Sorry. Hello to you guys. Let's see. Okay, perfect. No questions so far. This means that I'm explaining it well, hopefully. Okay, let's have a look. Now, I've got some sentences here, like proper sentences, not just 1, 2, 3, 4, a proper sentence. Now you can see I've highlighted some of these words in red. These show which words are stressed in this sentence. So we've got cows eat grass. If you're from the south of England, they would say grass. Cows eat grass, okay? I'm from the north, I use grass. So you can choose. Cows eat grass. Now, the same with one and then a two, and then a, it gets weakened, the, okay? The cows eat the grass. The cows eat the grass. So notice that I don't clap on the. Here, the same. The cows are all eating the grass. The cows are all eating the grass. That sounds strange because it's slowed down, but naturally it would sound like the cows are all eating the grass. The cows are all eating the grass. Okay? Let's have a go. Let's practice together. The first one. I'll say it, then you repeat. Cows eat grass. The cows eat the grass. The cows are all eating the grass. And that's that. Bruno says she's enjoying it. Or he. Oh, I'm sorry, because I know in some countries Bruno is a man's name, so I'm really sorry. They. I will use the gender neutral. They are enjoying it. Fantastic. Is this even English? Yes, it is. But no complaining in the comments, guys, because if you're complaining, you're not going to improve. That's all I can say. Go complain somewhere else. If you're here to learn, you're here to practice, stay. If you're going to complain, go complain on Instagram. Okay? Next, let's have a look at some rules. So the basic rules of sentence stress are, number 1, your content words are stressed. Normally, they are stressed, okay? Structure words are unstressed. Your content words are basically the words that carry meaning in a sentence. Your structure words are your little words that are there mostly just for grammatical purposes so that it's all grammatically correct. All right? The time between stressed words is always the same in English. All right? So let's have a look at some examples of content words. Can you see that? Perfect. So the following tables can help you decide which words are content words and which are structure words. So your content words, they're the words that carry meaning. For example, main verbs, nouns, this includes names of people and places, adjectives, adverbs, and negative auxiliaries. Okay, guys, I really stress the negative here because you will see that here, auxiliary verbs and modal verbs, I should also say. Okay, same here, negative auxiliaries and modals. All right, Oh no, that's made it look ugly now. There we are. So the negative auxiliaries and modal verbs we stress. Auxiliary and modal verbs which are not in the negative form, we don't stress. All right? Pronouns, we don't stress. Prepositions, articles, conjunctions. So notice that these little words are not that important. Yes, some people may say, but hold on, pronouns are important. Yes, they are, but we don't stress them in English. They're not considered super important. Let me give you some examples of what happens when we take the stressed form of the word, because all of these words have a stressed form and a weak form. For example, with the word he, in the stressed form, we can shorten it to e. Okay? Instead of saying he went to the shop, I could say he went. He went to the shop. 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 When it's weakened, this one sounds way more natural. Same with the prepositions at. I don't say at. I am at the bank. Okay? I'm at the bank. I'm at the bank. It's weakened into a schwa. Same with an. This is, I can't find anything starting with a vowel around me. Never mind. Imagine I have an apple. An apple. An. No. An apple. An apple. An. It's a lot weaker. Same here. And. Fish and chips. No. Fishin'. Fish and chips. Fish and chips. Fish and chips. Sounds a lot more natural. Here, can. I can help. I can help. Sounds a little bit like Google Translator. So we need to weaken it. I can help. I can help. While can't, the negative would be what? Would be strong. I can't. All right? I can help. Not I can. Some exceptions to this rule are, I'll read it from here actually instead of explaining. It might confuse people. So the rules above are for what we call neutral or normal stress, but sometimes we can stress a word that would normally be only a structure word. For example, to correct information or to show contrast. Look at the following dialogue. They've been to Mongolia, haven't they? Let me zoom in here, then we can see. They've been to Mongolia, haven't they? And this person says, no, they haven't, but we have. So remember, pronouns, we don't normally stress pronouns in English. All right, they're not considered important enough to stress. However, here, this person is showing a contrast. They're correcting information as well. So they stress because they're showing a contrast. They want to emphasize it. So here we can break that rule and we can stress them. Also, one really important thing is that the verb to be, it is usually unstressed, even though it's used as a main verb in a sentence. For example, if I say, let me think of a sentence. They are English. Okay. So in the strong form, it would be they are English. They are English. But we don't say they are. I say they are. They are English. They are English. It's reduced to a schwa. They are English. How are we doing so far? We're going to move on to some activities. What do we think so far? Any questions? Any questions that are not related to the live, I'm not going to answer today because it's just going to throw the whole topic off completely. So yeah. Piece of cake. Good, Sunil. The weak form is in of, isn't it? The weak form is in of. I'm not sure what you mean, Sunil, sorry. Red brandy cherries, this lesson is really worth it. Don't forget the it. It's really worth it. Thank you. You're very welcome. Some people are saying the board is not clear. It may be due to your connection, guys. If your connection's not very good, then it's not going to show this very clear. So, apologies for that. There's nothing I can do. I can't make it 480p, guys, because it's live streamed. It's your connection. It's your connection. All I can advise you to do is get better internet connection for live streams. That's all I can say. Anyway, let's have a look at some activities here. So where is the stress? Where is the stress? Now I've got 3 sentences and I'd like you to tell me which words we would naturally stress, because technically we could stress them all, but naturally we don't stress them all. Which ones do we stress? Let's focus on number 1 first. Let's not do number 2 and number 3. I won't read any ones for number 2 or number 3. Just tell me in the comments. For number 1, which words would you stress? Think of that pattern that we were talking about before. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which words do we also normally stress? Nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, negative auxiliaries. Okay? What do we think? Okay, Husam says center. Center is 1. But we need to stress more than one word. We don't say, I live in the center, okay? We need to stress something before that, guys. Okay, perfect. Dunya, you've got it. One person's got it. Live, center, and London. I live in the center of 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 London. That would be said very naturally, okay? What about number 2? Number 2. What do we think? Remember, personal pronouns are not stressed. Personal pronouns are not stressed. Just helping there, giving you a clue. What do we think? Good. Perfect. Live, center, London. I live in the center of London. But number 2. What do we think about number 2? Which words are stressed here? Good. Jeannie's got it. I have a dog. I have a dog. I have a dog. I have a dog. If I stressed I, it would sound like I have a dog. I have a dog. It's not necessary to stress I. We don't stress pronouns in English naturally. I have a dog. I have a dog. I have a dog. That would be said naturally without the clapping, yeah? Last one. What do we think is stressed here? Let's see. Mia says eat bread. Perfect. Thank you, Mia. So, eat it with bread. Eat it with bread. Eat it with bread. Eat it with bread. So, let me read these for you guys to listen and repeat at home or on the bus, wherever you are. If anyone's on the bus, then that's maybe why your connection's so bad. Get off the bus. I know many people watch the lives using 3G, using the data on their phone. That's really not a good idea because it's just... live is not made for data on phones, that's for sure. You really need to use the internet at home, if it's good enough, of course. So let's practice. The first one. I live in the center of London. I have a dog. Eat it with bread. And if it helps, move your head as well when you have the stress. I live in the center of London. I have a dog. Eat it with bread. If it helps to clap, if it helps to click, if it helps to hit the table, whatever, okay? Whatever helps you, you do that method. That's your method that worked for you. that's pretty much it. So does anyone have any questions related to today's lesson that you'd like me to answer before we finish today? No questions? Perfect. And I just see loads of comments like bread, dog, bread. Can you repeat the last one, of course? Eat it with bread. Eat it with bread. Eat it with bread. Eat it with bread. That's the last one for you. Hussam. Any questions before we finish today? Sarah Judin says, I got it. Fantastic. Congratulations. Can you share the document with us? I mean, there's no need to really share the document. You can watch this live again in the replay and just have a look there because, I mean, there's no need to really you don't really need to download the document for any other reason, unless you plan on stealing it. Emma Diovar is using strong intrusion, not related to today's live, so I'm not going to talk about that today. Is the verb always stressed? The verb, if it is a main verb, unless it's the verb to be. Sometimes the verb have is also unstressed, but the verb to be is usually unstressed. All of the verbs are stressed, besides modal verbs and auxiliary verbs. These are not stressed. Hopefully that's clear. Can you summarize the lesson? Go back and watch it again, man. Stop being lazy. Yes, I'll save this live, Regina, of course. I'll save this live. Go back and watch it again. Have a look at the document. Follow the activities. You want to print it. No. Just watch it here, guys. Okay, I'm good with grammar and all, but I don't know why I can't speak properly in English. Do you have any tips? Yes, Lucifer, speak. Speak to your dog, speak to your cat, speak to your hamster, speak to your grandma, speak to yourself. Sing, just speak. If the problem is speaking, speak. If I said, my problem is grammar, what would you advise me to do? Practice grammar. I have a problem with my speaking. Practice speaking then. Speak to everyone and anything. If you have no one to speak with, sing. Just sing. If you don't like singing, too bad. Because it's one of the best ways to practice your speaking. But if you really genuinely hate singing, then what you can do is record yourself, have a conversation with yourself and record that conversation and then listen back. Give yourself some feedback, okay? That's what you can do. Practice, practice, practice. No problem, Lucifer. Without a document, I'm going to write it down manually. Good, because then this means that it's going to be drilled in your brain more. If I post this, then you're going to print it, then it's going to be thrown somewhere on your desk or on your floor or under your bed. You're going to lose it. Write this down. Practice it. It helps memorize. If you write things down, it helps with your memory. Big time, guys. Big time. They are with schwa. All the same as in there? Oh, sorry, Marina. I'm not sure I understand that question. Can you please rephrase that question? Tari, I screenshot it. There we go, see? Work smarter, not harder. But honestly, guys, writing stuff out definitely helps. Why should we stress these words? Which ones? The ones that should be stressed? Because they should be stressed. That's the answer. Anything else related to today's live? That's a tongue twister. If you don't use it, you lose it. Exactly. Listen to Lord. Listen to Lord. He knows what he's talking about. You guys make me laugh. And as Lord says, practice makes perfect. Practice is key. Lucifer says, I'm watching Black Mirror. Yeah, perfect. Really, really good TV series. I definitely recommend it. Oh, thank you, Jamie. That's really nice. I want to learn English, but how do I start? How do I get better? Start anywhere. You are here in this lesson. You have started, my friend. You have started. You are here. Keep practicing. I definitely recommend TV series, podcasts. Find a good grammar book if you really like grammar. I recommend Murphy's Grammar in Use books, which you can find on Amazon and places like that for fairly cheap if you get the old versions. I think the oldest version I've seen for about £3 or £4, so it's really not that much. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I like this one. Sarah Judin says, is it okay to talk with Siri? Why not? Why not? What a fantastic idea. I never thought of that. Go talk to Siri. Honestly, what a fantastic idea. Anyway, you can definitely do that. Sunil recommends Audible. I've not tried Audible yet. I really want to. I really should. But yeah, I've not tried it yet. Audible is one option. Okay, I think that's it. Marina, your question, you've rephrased it. Are there two ways to pronounce they are? The way you said in the lesson with the schwarz, pronounced as in there. There. Let me double check this one. Let me check something. And what was the other one? There. Yes, I'm just double checking in the dictionary because they are contracted. You can say it in two ways. You've got their, and there. And that's pronounced the same as there, as in the possessive, THEIR. Okay, I also double checked as well, so the dictionary's on my side here. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Is grammar more important? You need grammar to speak, guys. When people say, is grammar important? You need grammar to be able to speak. Do you need perfect grammar? No. But do you need some basic grammar to be able to speak and construct a sentence and be understood? Yes. But do you need perfect grammar? No, you don't. Anyway, guys, I'm going to finish there because I gotta go. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Bristol. It's been raining so much recently, so I really want to go and take advantage of the beautiful weather while it is here because it's going to rain and thunder this weekend. So I really want to get outside. I love you guys, but I haven't seen the sun in days. Anyway, I hope this lesson has helped you and you've learnt about sentence stress. So have a fantastic weekend, guys. I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.